The idea of turning everything you touch into gold is an ancient mythological concept that has been explored in literature and movies for centuries. The story of King Midas is perhaps the most well-known example of this phenomenon. According to the myth, King Midas wished for everything he touched to turn into gold, but he soon realized that his newfound power was more of a curse than a blessing. If everything you touched turned into gold, it may seem like a dream come true at first. You could turn everyday objects into valuable treasures and become incredibly wealthy. You could transform the world around you into a dazzling and luxurious paradise. But the reality of this power would likely be much more complicated and difficult to manage. For starters, your ability would make it nearly impossible to touch anything without turning it into gold. Simple tasks like opening a door or typing on a keyboard would become impossible, as everything you touched would immediately turn to solid metal. You would need to wear gloves or use tools for everything you did, which would be extremely inconvenient and isolating. Furthermore, the constant influx of gold would cause massive inflation and disrupt the global economy. The value of gold would plummet, and the world's financial systems would be thrown into chaos. Governments would likely try to take control of your power, either to harness it for their own purposes, or to eliminate it altogether. Even your personal relationships would be affected by this power. You would have to avoid physical contact with loved ones for fear of turning them into gold. You would be isolated and lonely, unable to enjoy the simple pleasures of human interaction. In the end, the power to turn everything you touch into gold may seem like a tempting proposition, but the reality would be far from desirable.